months. You survive Duldul for 12 months. Usually, some of my brothers are afraid to even identify themselves. Because, of course, yes, I understand. Identifying yourself also at some level make it easier for German to deport you. There are so many traps in this whole process. Still, we try to maneuver within these traps to help our brothers. So what we try to do is, you have a duldum, you working for you have a duldum, and if they allow you to work, you have the permit, they allow you to work, because probably you once gave your birth certificate. But now, if you are in German, they are only asking for passport, proxy pass. That is the non-biometric passport. But if you are allowed to work, you are working, you have this duldum for 12 months. What we advise you, or what we try to help you, is to go identify yourself, means bring your passport, okay? Don't just go and give it to them. Bring your passport. You also play with the system. Bring your passport, okay? You have your job, you have your contract, okay? You are in Duldum for 1 year. What you can try to do now is apply for Beschäftigung Duldum. Beschäftigung Duldum, the requirements are this. You have to survive in Duldum for 12 months. You have to have a work. You have to you have to bring your passport. So as soon as you bring your passport, you apply for Beschäftigung Duldum. So if you apply for Beschäftigung Duldum, now you will be from this normal Duldum to Beschäftigung Duldum. Normal Duldum usually is 3 months or 6 months. You change it. But if you have Beschäftigung Duldum, you are tolerated to stay in Germany for 30 months. What is 30 months? That is 2 years, 6 months. So within that 2 years, 6 months, even, I always said this to people and they laugh, even there is 100 flights in Munich or Frankfurt airport, you will not be part of it if you did not commit crime. This is always my assurance to my Gambian brothers. If you have a Beschäftigung Duldum, you commit no crime, or you did not, put yourself into any crime, definitely, if you are crime-free, you are in Beschäftigung Duldum, you continue to your work, you pay your house bills and stuff like that. You are free till 30 months. Before that 30 months finish, or immediately when that 30 months expired, you are still working. You are in your, you are living in your own apartment. You are paying your bills. You can at least, pay your own whatsoever in Germany, your life. Okay? You are now qualified to go and apply for a German permit. That permit is called paragraph 25B. You can apply for it. So it's just a matter of buying time. It's just a matter of playing with the system. If they don't give you permit, but you can play with the time, once you are working, you are free. Nobody will deport you for 30 months. At the end of the 30 months, you are qualified, according to the German law, you are qualified to go and apply for paragraph 25B. Okay? And now, because of this new chance of this new law that started 1st of January, maybe we will come to that. Some even go quickly to go and apply that 18 months document. So basically, this Duldum is not safe, but as soon as you are able to change it to Beschäftigung Duldum, you are safe for 30 months without a crime. That's one. Another way, another Duldum is there called Ausbildung Duldum. If you are in Duldum, you have at least some German language level of A2. You want to learn a profession in German, egal which profession. Cleaner, cleaner, Altenpfleger, that is elderly, taking elderly care, nursing or whatsoever. Restaurant, egal which job. It is not, in Germany, you can learn any profession. Any profession you want to learn has a profession. Okay? That you are in any work and they want to help you to learn that has a profession. You can, your company or the institution you are working or your boss can give you a contract, Ausbildung contract. With this Ausbildung contract, as soon as you got this Ausbildung contract, bro, what we will advise you now again is, look, you haven't only Duldum. Don't continue like that. Apply for Ausbildung Duldum. As soon as you get house building, you can apply for house building duldo because you cannot do house building without your passport. So automatically your passport is already there. So apply for house building duldo. And if you have this house building duldo, you are qualified to stay, you are allowed to stay safely in Germany for 3 years. Okay? At the end of the 3 years, if you successfully finish your house building, you are going to be given, if you successfully finish your house building, you are going to be, given a permit to stay in Germany because now they need you. The country needs you because you learn a profession in their country. It's simple. That's the logic. So they will not kick you out. They will not let you go out after learning in their country for 3 years with learning a quality, how German strict their education is. So this is how many of our brothers can help themselves. And I will advise them to take this such methods of integration.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sonko. Okay, you've said many things about study, work, study, work, study, work. Okay, what of those people who are not working and haven't got any how can I say this? Any studies like Bear Eins or Best Wife and are having this house building, what are their chances?
You are living in Germany. Look, let's go to speed again. I know a lot about these deportation matters. I saw I saw a few people pass deportation that they are deported without committing a crime. They are deported without committing a crime. But their only problem is what you are explaining right now. This question is their only problem because they have been living here for 4 years, for 5 years, for 6 years without not working. They have been living here for 5 years, for 4 years, for 3 years without even having RN certificate. They have been living here for years. Okay? For years without not trying any other chance of integration. Now Germany is ready to deport you because you are not benefiting the system. Some of them, they even at some point they even stop your pocket money that they are giving you, monthly allowance pocket money. So now the logic and the question to the German government is, how are you feeding yourself? For years, you know their answer already. They might assume you are doing something illegal.
Yeah, this is something illegal. Yeah.
So basically, they want to kick you out of their country. Those people, if they are trapped, or if they are in deportation trap, or if they are already in fourth-time deportation prison, they are very difficult to be helped. Usually, these people, you cannot help them. We help few Gambians, not many, but few Gambians whom you know. They are well integrated. They are going to school. They have very good German certificates, language certificates, and their only crime is because they still don't got permit, and German want to deport them. We fight this through lawyers, through other NGOs in German and offices. Get what? They are released. But they are released because of their own effort, not because of Mr. Sonko. We are just coming Sababo, trying to channel it to organizations, to lawyers, to court, then it works. But then I always give them the credit because hadn't they did not have those language certificates, and who is Mr. Sonko to help them? Who is a lawyer to help them? So basically, to answer your question is, if you are a Gambian or an African migrant living in Germany for years, you did not have, according to your case, you did not have any German language certificate. You did not have any work experience, or you don't work anywhere for years. My friend, if they deport you, I am sorry. You contributed to that deportation. I always try to speak the fact when it comes to migration and asylum issues.
Thank you very much for that, because I've seen so many people in this kind of situation. Okay, but Mr. Sonko, you said Mr. Sonko is an activist. Are you working with some Gambians here who are also activists, or and some Germans? And if yes, okay, if you people hear that some people have been how to call it, they are in the deportation camp, yeah. What do you people normally do to help these people, or do you people have a means to help these people?
Yes. If yes, your first question is if I am in other organization and help or working with other Gambians. Yes,
Mhm.
I'm in. It's like Mr. Song, I'm everywhere. I'm in so many associations or organizations. I am still a member of Gambia Refugee Association Europe branch. I am still a member, and I was their PRO, their speaker for I think 3 to 4 years. From 2018 to I think 2022, something like
Mhm.
this. So basically, I am in other associations and so many other associations. Like I said in my introduction, I work
Yeah.
also in Fluslingsrad, the Refugee Council of Baden-Württemberg.
Mhm.
So I am in many associations. Okay,
Okay.
I still up to date. Continue. I give my best to the best of my ability to work with anyone who want to work with me, any association or organization who needs my service or who needs to brainstorm with me, and I continue to engage any association or organization that I was part of or I am part of still. So basically I work with governments, and other organizations. Yes. What we try to What is your second question? Sorry.
About this deportation camp.
Yes. the,
Mhm.
the, the deportation, what we try to do, like you see, you show that we organize few demonstrations in
Mhm.
in in in, in Germany here.
In Germany, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So we try. We think demonstrations helps a lot. And I would give. I would try to even. I would use this opportunity again to call on Gambians who think that demonstrations don't help. Demonstrations will not help if you all stay back, you all fold your hands. Yes, it will not help. Mr. Sonko and Mr. Kuyate alone go to stand in Stuttgart and sound there. Probably people will see us, but then will that make a bigger noise? No. But if the entire government in Baden-Württemberg come out with their supporters, governments will listen. And I will give you today a classical example that happened just 2 days ago.
Mhm.
Uh, what we try to do is we organize demonstrations, we engage governments. Like I said, the association that I am still a member, and I was an executive member few years ago. In 2019, we organized a Gambia Refugee Association with concerned Gambians in Gambia. This association organized a peaceful demonstration in Gambia, which lead to Gambia government in 2019 announced a moratorium. They banned deportation for complete 1 year. Okay, and in Germany here in EU, I personally I was invited to Berlin in the parliament. I met a lot of parliamentarians, and up to date I met a lot of ministers to engage them. Okay, and here also. Yes, Gambia Refugee Association, that I know they are doing so many things, in terms of helping these deportation or many other things. I don't want to quote them because I'm not their speaker. Equally, what we try to do is, continue to engage. I will try to go back to this demonstration issue because it's very, very important for me. I heard some people are saying, are demonstration helpful? A classical example that I will give is 3 days ago,
Mhm.
Germans and Gambians in Constant did a demonstration against deportation of Aliou Cisse,
Mhm.
one Gambian brother
Yeah,
who
I
is
saw
well
it. Yeah.
integrated.
Mhm.
He's around Constant, doing so many activities there, socializing with the German citizens there, and this week they want to deport him. In fact, today they wanted to deport him. They control him for some time in the deportation prison, full time. The German citizens and Gambians there went out in their large number. I mean, a very big crowd in Constant. Very, very powerful demonstration. they did. Guess what? They canceled his deportation. And they gave other options. They look into other options towards how still they can negotiate with his supporters. Okay, so basically this is, I don't want to go deeply into that topic because it's still ongoing, but then I'm just trying to tell Gambians how demonstrations do help if you go out. But look, it's Mr. Kuyate, Amadou, Babu, it's very, very difficult to help Gambians. Sometimes they don't want to help themselves. You see, they always think you, Babu, Sonko. Sometimes I laughed. You are getting something out of all these things you are doing. Whilst you, Babu, Salah, Salah, my good friend here watching, and like Hassan Salah also, Omar Jata, you can name them, Zaks, we are all settled. Sidi Sedikan in bed, we are all settled. We are all with our papers. We are all, I don't need anything. There is nothing somebody can give me in Germany that I cannot give myself. So basically, I can sit down and fold my hands. If I concentrate only on myself, today I should be studying in German, probably law. But I cannot do it. I am giving almost 60 to 75% of my daily time to Gambians. So, I think it is the right time for Gambians to stop talking in the internet and act. If we said let's stop this, we can look. We have the numbers to do anything in Germany. Some ministers and authorities in Europe contact us or me sometimes because of the numbers. We have the numbers, and that numbers mean something to the politicians. Okay, there are more than 15,000 Gambians in Baden-Württemberg. That's a lot. So if they cannot manage those 15,000 Gambians, that will give problem to their society, and politicians don't want that. So they always try to engage. They always try. So the numbers are important. We have to take advantage of that numbers. When we come out, even 1,000 people come out to demonstrate. Hey.
Okay, Mr. Sonko, sorry here about this demonstration thing. I had one guy. He is among those people with this duldul. What he told me was that they are afraid to go out. After the demonstration, police are there. They may have problem after the demonstration, or these people will recognize them and know where they live and start. Some of the Gambians have fear. This is their fear, to go out there to demonstrate. After the demonstration, what will be the outcome? This is their fear. What can you tell us about this?
Yes. Through my experience, and in fact, it never happened. If you are at demonstration, in fact, you are protected. Okay. Usually, if we are going to demonstrate,
after the demonstration,
no, you are still protected. No, okay. Let me put it this way. Let me help. Let me try to explain to my fellow Gambian brothers and sisters. When we are going to demonstrate, we always request for police permit. The authorities to give us the permit. The permit is for the police or authorities to be there to protect us against our enemies. So during the demonstration, anybody who is there, you are protected. After the demonstration, we all find our way. Police are never at the demonstration to look who is Mr. Sonko, who is. In fact, probably if they will look for somebody, will be organizers. People like me. Because if I am requesting for a permit, they will check my number, they will check my address, they will take every detail about me in case of anything happens. They don't know if Babu Kuyate is there or not. They are not even interested if Babu Kuyate is there or not. So how is that possible that immediately after demonstration they will go to Babu because they know about where Babu lives? It's not even logic. That fear is there. People think if you go to demonstration, but it never happened. Here, usually demonstrations are very peaceful. Any unpeaceful demonstration you see usually is organized by Europeans themselves. But usually, if migrants, or non-citizens organize demonstrations, are usually very peaceful. So Our demonstrations are peaceful, and our demonstration, everyone is protected. If after the demonstration you go peacefully your home, no police will follow you. Never, it never happened, and it will never, it cannot even happen. Usually, police who are there, they are just there to even protect us, because we can be demonstrating. You know how many times I have been attacked by racists? Not once, not two times. No, seriously attacked by racists. I mean, some will even. There was a podium discussion. A racist just took her shoe and throw it at me. I was giving a speech. So, usually people like us, they might target us. But then nobody even know if you are there or not, who will target you? So police are usually there to protect us from those racist attacks, or from these far rights. Sometimes they can organize themselves against us. So if there is demonstration, the rest assure you are 100% safe during the demonstration. After the demonstration, peacefully go home or go about your business. If you're going about your business, you are in Stuttgart and you are doing other things, you met with police there, that's not because of demonstration. That is because based on where you are, the environment you are, or something like this. But never did police come to demonstration to arrest people, or after the demonstration they go and arrest people. People even said to start even talking, more especially Gambians, because they are very good at rumors. I even heard that now if you go to clubs, police. That's never true. Police cannot go to club to wait Gambians to come out and arrest them. They might arrest you in the street because they are doing their normal patrol. If they are doing their normal patrols, then probably if normal control. But then police cannot go to club to target you. Police cannot go to demonstration to target you. These are just our own thinking. Because we are insecure. We are all afraid because of I don't blame them. It's because of the deportation pressure. None of us want to be deported. And we all try our utmost best to stay out of this deportation issue. And I continue to pray, may God help all of us. Inshallah.
Thank you. Mr. Songo, still now, I will ask you this very important question, but why in Germany here, why always Gambians and why only Gambians?
Well, yes, it's in Germany, and it's not also everywhere in Germany. It's Baden-Württemberg.
Yeah.
You see all this deportation that happened. If they send 35 people home, know that at least 20 to 22 are from Baden-Württemberg. If they send 24 home or 25 home, know that at least 15 to 18 of them are from Baden-Württemberg. So usually it's Baden-Württemberg. Okay, why? 2 years ago, Baden-Württemberg government officially announced this is the time of a very how would say it, a very bad, to me, I consider him as a very bad interior minister, Thomas Strobel. He was the former interior minister of Baden-Württemberg. Announced Gambia as a safe country of origin and said that Germany Baden-Württemberg was ready to deport 2,600 Gambians. 2,600 Gambians. So they're trying to deport from 2 years ago to now. They still did not succeed to take the whole 2,000 because deportation also is very difficult for them too. It's difficult for them to get us. It's difficult for them to trap. They do everything possible to trap us. Their wish is to get many Gambians. But then, like what you and I are doing today, we continue to inform, sensitize our Gambian brothers and sisters how to be protected, how to go about their issues in Germany. Because of all the efforts that you and I and many people are doing, other comrades are doing, Gambians are aware of many things. So it's very difficult for Germany, Baden-Württemberg, to deport many Gambians as they wish. So why Gambia? It's because they consider Gambia as a safe country of origin, a so-called safe country of origin, not officially even still yet. And another thing is there was an agreement that Gambia government signed with European Union in April 2018, and they start implementing it in 2019. That agreement was called good practice document, and because of that good practice document, and Baden-Württemberg officially saying that 2,600 Gambians should go home, they use that as a yardstick to deport many Gambians. But it's not only Gambians; they are equally deporting our dear brothers Nigerians a lot. We are noisy, like I said at the beginning. Gambians are too noisy. That's why. But then Nigerians are also going home, So it's Gambians and Nigerians in Baden-Württemberg or in Germany. So basically, I think, this deal that was signed between Gambia government and EU, and of course, Baden-Württemberg as a government saying that many Gambians who cannot regularize their status should leave. That's why.
Okay. If I want to understand this thing, it's like you mean Baden-Württemberg have signed an agreement with Gambia government about what to deport Gambians, or is another thing, but this thing is included. Because I had, yeah, okay.
Baden-Württemberg. Okay, come.
Come on, don't worry, come.
Baden-Württemberg did not sign agreement. It is between EU and Gambia. But Germany, being superpower in EU, is using that agreement to deport Gambians. So again, when we said Germany, Baden-Württemberg as a state, okay, is also superseding, like taking the ownership of that agreement to deport Gambia. So, but the agreement was signed between the European Union and Gambia. But who is European Union nowadays?
Okay,
Germany is a superpower.
Mr. Sonko, sorry here. Agreement. What is this agreement about? What type of agreement are we talking about right now?
Okay, this agreement is they name it, like I said, good practice document. In this agreement, Gambia agrees with European Union that Gambian citizens who could not regularize their status or exhausted their asylum chances in European states, Gambia should accept them, those citizens. That's one. Two is, like, again, during our conversation, we talk about how hard it was for European Union to deport Gambians time. One of the reasons why they could not deport Gambians in those days is because of identification. The government at the time, time, did not cooperate to help Europeans to identify Gambians. So according to international laws, norms, and values in terms of deportation, if you have to deport somebody, if you have to deport Yaya Sonko, you should identify me as a Gambian officially. How does that happen? That means you should either have Yaya Sonko passport, or you should have Yaya Sonko birth certificate, or a national document from Yaya Sonko or from Yaya Sonko's government to indicate Yaya Sonko has a Gambian. According to international laws and international conventions, if you did not have those identification procedures, or you did not fulfill those procedures, you cannot deport Yaya Sonko. So because of that, this agreement, part of this agreement also says that Gambia should help European Union in identifying their citizens. Okay, so what they do, that's why you heard about immigration officials in Karlsruhe, in Berlin, in Milano, in this and that. It's part of that agreement that helps European Union and Gambia to send their officials here to identify Gambians. So if they identify you, okay, that means they will say, yes, Babu Kuyate is a Gambian. We identify Babu Kuyate as a Gambian or whatsoever because of reason, because they will call you to Kalshua, Berlin, Milano to have a conversation with you. So during that conversation, after asking you a few questions, they identify you as a, they can see if you are a Gambian or not. So they will have an official recommendation as Gambian immigration officials to the German authorities that he or she is a Gambian or not. So as soon as they identify you with or without passport, they can deport you.
Okay. That was my question. That was the question I wanted to ask about this immigration who normally come here from Gambia. As an activist, have you done anything like or try your best to meet these people, to talk
Yeah.
to them and ask them their reason why they are here, and what are the criterias? You know, what can I say? How do they do their this interview or whatever to identify Gambians? You know,
Yeah.
what benefit does it have for these people or to the government? Have you done these kind of things to meet these people, or your group? Have they done anything to meet these people and talk to them or ask them?
Yes. I try so many things in terms of, now it's better. Let's say in 2018, 2019, when you call on Gambia government,
Mm-hmm.
and I did this so many times, when you call on Gambia government
Mm-hmm.
to inform them that, well, we had that there are immigration officials in Kalshua, in Berlin, and other places.
Mm-hmm.
In 2018, 2019, they denied it completely. That no, they were not sending any Gambian officials to any European country. They said this officially everywhere, in newspapers, to us, to many people in those
I
days.
saw it. I saw a video. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so some of us never relent. We push it. I personally met two immigration officials in Kalshua in 2019,
Mm-hmm.
shortly before COVID-19.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was not there for identification. I was there purposely because somebody told me. In fact, what happened was like, you know, one of them wanted to send money to Gambia. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so somebody told him to reach out to me, and I asked him, "Who are you, and where are you?" Then during our conversation, he told me who he is and why he was in Kalshwa. I met them. I invited them for lunch, and of course, like passing to passing. I know. In fact, before that, I know that they were here. That's one. Just to say that I know it was real. That's one. Another thing is, yes, of course, at the time, Gambia government denies it. Again, even the Gambia Honorary Consular in Stuttgart said it officially that him, as a honorary consular, was informed that Gambian immigration officials are here. Like they do come here. They were here at the time, in those days. Okay? That's another
Mm-hmm.
thing. And in fact, the former interior minister, the
Mm-hmm.
former interior minister, Mai Ahmed Fati,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
was invited here in Germany. I was, in fact, I organized this to
Mm-hmm.
invite my party. This was immediately he resigned as a special advisor to to president. He made his first tour, European tour. He was in Spain. I get in contact with him and I invited him here. And he was asked during our session with him. He was asked
Mm-hmm.
about this immigration official issue, and he cannot deny this because this is recorded. Still, it's in Facebook. Mai said that during his time when he was interior minister, Mai Fadi, as interior minister, engaged the immigration director at the time.
Mm-hmm.
He, Mai, has the interior minister engaged the then immigration director with regards to why is immigration officials coming to Germany and other European countries for identification. Mai said This was in public. My Fati, as the former interior minister said, yes, it was happening. Immigration officials were coming to Germany.